on YouTube. I am Michael from the Game Boys.
And I'm Chris from the Game Boys.
And we have did not do this for about 6 or 7 minutes beforehand with me on mute. We did not.
No, that didn't happen. Because we're professionals and we never make mistakes.
And
we're never make a mistake and we're never going to make a mistake.
Depending on how lazy I'm feeling after this, I may or may not delete that clip off of the live stream and the YouTube.
So you may all get a secret bonus episode where I just talk.
You might. And if you do, interact with Chris. He'll have fun with it, I swear.
Yeah, if you want to see me look like a schizophrenic, now's your chance.
It is the chance. And it's also your chance to go to our Twitter and our Instagram and our TikTok where we have a new viral video, and that's THEGAMEBOIZ.
Yeah, dude, our TikTok video blew up. That was crazy.
Yeah, and we totally did not talk about this beforehand, again, for about 7 minutes before we redid this. Did this for the first time. But what did we talk about potentially with that TikTok video?
How it's viral for us, but maybe in the realm of TikTok it's not incredibly viral, but for us it's viral. We're talking like 40,000 views. For us that's a pretty big deal.
That is. I mean,
we're pretty happy with where that's at right now.
That's extremely viral.
We highly recommend watching it because it's quite funny. You get to see me not understand how grapple hooks work in Halo.
But you can see Chris, or maybe it was Chad Johnson, I don't know. You can see him being Spider-Man.
Listen, Mike, that's cool and all, but it's not always about the views on TikTok, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets. It's about Mets, baby.
The Mets, baby. Come on, hit a home run. Let's go, Mets.
Go Mets.
So according to the
Yankees hat. Let's go Mets.
According to the Pursuit of Fitness, Chris, your microphone volume is low.
The left Game Boy's volume. All right, hold on. Let me fix that.
You are on my left. So
I'm cranked up all the way.
While Chris is figuring this out, and while we adjust it,
is that any better? Am I a little louder now? Oh, I can bring the mic a little bit closer. How's that sound?
hopefully better.
Hopefully better. If it doesn't sound better, I will break my microphone.
All right. Either way, what we're gonna do here is again.
We're gonna jerk ourselves off for how amazing we are at viral internet content.
We are.
That's what we're gonna do now.
And totally not for the second time ever, I'm going to plead with you all. Please follow us on, Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. That's THEGAMEBOIZ. And that's the exact same for TikTok. You can see all of our stuff there. It's amazing.
I agree. Please validate us. We are desperate, and we need attention as much as possible. We will literally do anything for attention.
We are.
Literally anything. Ask us what to do, and we'll fucking do it. I'm so lonely. Anyway, how you doing?
If we have to gain 300-ish pounds, like that one guy did on his YouTube channel, we'll do it. We will.
We'll do it. I will mukbang the shit out of our YouTube channel if I have to.
That's what it was called.
You don't understand. I have nothing to live for. I will do whatever it takes.
That is such a weird sounding phrase, mukbang.
I think they did that on purpose. They just wanted it to sound as weird as possible for as weird as the video is.
I guess. That just sounds very strange to me.
I agree. I'm totally on board with it. Yeah, it sounds bizarre.
Now, the other thing that we were talking about...
Besides our viral TikTok video, which you should watch at THEGAMEBOIZ. But please continue.
Now, the thing is, though, is the funny thing is all our social medias, it's all one word, the Game Boys. However, on YouTube, it's two separate words. It's GAME space BOIZ. And you, right now listening to this live, can subscribe and follow us and listen to all of our podcast episodes live as it's happening right there. Unless right now you're listening to it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Pandora, or Alexa TuneIn, in which case you are not listening to this live, but you can talk to us anyways if you want. I mean,
it's great that you're listening to the podcast after the fact. Like, that's all cool and all, but you can be the first one to listen to it when you listen to it live. You can be the cool kid amongst your group of friends that listens to the Game Boys first before anybody else.
And who doesn't want to be the cool kid?
Listen, I have never been the cool kid in my entire life, and I don't know how it feels. But now you have the opportunity to.
That's right. You personally.
That opportunity.
You listening to this right now in your ear holes. Listen to my voice come in electronically right into your eardrum. Be the cool kid. Subscribe. Watch us live. Do it. Tell all your family.
That sounded more like a threat than a begging for But okay, whatever it takes. Again, I said whatever it takes, and I meant whatever it takes.
Right. Well, anyway, did we, I think, cover everything that we may have done in the last 7 minutes when we first did this the first time? We totally didn't?
No, we definitely didn't cover everything.
Well, Halo, we can cover that.
Halo's a video game, and the new one just came out, and it's great. I don't know if you've been playing it.
It is. It has been really fun.
Our chat's been playing it. I don't know if Pursuit of Fitness has been playing it, but goddamn, it's a really good game.
Pursuit of Fitness. Have you been playing Halo Infinite multiplayer?
And if you have, what do you think? If you haven't, why haven't you been playing it? Because you need to get off your ass right now
Hey,
and start playing.
He or she, we don't know if it's a guy or a girl,
Or
they, them.
I can't keep up on all that shit, but I'm sure somebody out there can.
They might not be playing Halo Infinite because they're pursuing fitness, and so they're just running around right now. Listen to us.
You can be pursuing fitness while playing Halo. You can be on the treadmill or whatever it's called, because I don't exercise. I think it's called treadmill. You can be on that thing while playing Halo. It's not impossible. I've seen it done.
Do you remember the mid-2010s when VR was kind of coming back, and
I still have my VR.
No, but I mean, like, after the Virtual Boy, VR was coming back again.
Right.
And do you remember the people who, like, had that, like, 360 treadmill thing with the VR and they would run around? Yeah, you can do that while playing Halo Infinite.
Yeah. Honestly, I've always wanted one of those because that looks fucking awesome. I don't know. There's also something that involved exercise long before that, which was when World of Warcraft was popular. Somebody made a exercise bike that you connect to your computer and you could run alongside your character in World of Warcraft.
No.
It was really cool.
That's hilarious. How do they calculate the running speed?
So the more like pumps you did, the faster your character would run.
But isn't there a max speed on WoW?
I don't understand how the science behind it worked, but I remember watching G4 and they were doing like parody
Hold on.
commercials.
That failed then, it's going to fail
That
now.
was real. Well, we all agree G4 failed then, it's going to fail now. Like that's a given.
In the wise words of Adam Johns, G4 failed then, it's going to fail now.
G4 failed then, it's going to fail now.
It is, man. Adam Johns is right. He's always right.
Has he made a prediction that's wrong? I don't think so. But the point is, G4 was doing parody infomercials, but they were advertising actual products that really did exist. And one of those was the treadmill that you can connect to World of Warcraft.
That is very interesting. I mean, I get it, man. I get why you want to combine the two. You get to have fun, and you get to exercise.
Speaking of having fun, Halo.
Yeah, Halo Infinite, multiplayer. It's great. I mean, what about it?
Also, speaking of having fun, news has... there was breaking news today that there were changes made to Halo Infinite. And they were, like, really important quality of life changes.
Such as?
But just for context, do you remember when... you remember how bad the Halo progression system was?
Yeah, so it would be about, 50 XP per match if I completed one of the 5 or 4 challenges they give me. It's like 100 XP.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously low. Maybe you'd get a level. You'd go up one level.
Here's the deal.
At the end of the day, if you're lucky.
You know how much I've been playing with you? I'm only, I think, level 8.
Jesus Christ. Well, luckily that's changed now. It's no longer just 50 XP per game, and then you have to deal with the challenges.
Oh, that's nice.
They've made it so that the first 3 games that you play are 300 experience points. Then the next couple are 200 experience points. And then the next couple after that are 100 experience points. And then after 7 games, then it goes to 50.
Oh, that's very nice.
Way easier.
That's very nice.
God.
Yeah, that's extreme. I'm glad they changed that and updated that, because that. Well, okay, so for context, I mean, you've played how many hours of Halo Infinite at this point?
Too many. Like
just guess. If you were to actually guess.
50 plus hours.
Okay, before the update, what level were you at?
24.
And what's the max level, like 50?
I think it's 100.
It's 100? Jesus.
I think it's 100. Yeah.
So you played 50 to 60-ish hours, and you're only level 24.
I was only a quarter of the way there. Like, that's sad.
Jesus.
That cannot happen.
That's insane.
I don't really give a shit about the Battle Pass. I already have the armor that I want, which is the Japanese
The samurai armor?
samurai armor.
It's fun.
Which is really cool.
It's fun.
But, I mean, like, there's no excuse for that. That cannot be that slow progression system.
Now, there is an excuse for this, which Pursuit of Fitness says the last Halo that they played was Halo 4. That was the last Halo, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was no other Halo after that.
Yeah. So I don't know what they're talking about.
The Pursuit of Fitness, like, got it right.
Yeah. It was Halo 4. That was the last one. There was no other Halo after that.
There was no other Halo. It's weird how they jumped from Halo 4 to Halo Infinite. I don't know why they skipped the numbering system, but whatever.
They're not the first company to do that, if you think about it. I mean, Resident Evil, they just went from, 5 to 7.
Yeah, that was really strange. I don't know why I just skipped the numbers like that.
Yeah.
It's really bizarre.
Yeah, I don't either.
And it's like Matrix. They just decided to make another Matrix movie like 25 years after the fact, or however long it's been. They never
Yeah.
did any sequels after the first Matrix.
Really strange. The Wachowskis would do that. Very strange.
How successful that first Matrix was, you'd figure they'd make a sequel immediately.
Right? Or like an anime series or something. Like,
They did make an animated series.
oh, they did. Okay. Okay.
Which was very good. But they didn't make any like live action sequels after the first Matrix.
Ain't sure. That's so strange. That's really weird. You think they would?
Weird times we're living in. Weird times.
Yeah, that is really weird times. Now, there is one company that does the complete opposite of, The Matrix and, Halo and Resident Evil, and that's Kingdom Hearts. They will use any number possible for their games.
They just don't give a crap, do they?
They really don't. What was one of the DS games? It was like 365 over 4 or something like that, or like...
I don't know. I've only ever played one Kingdom Hearts game in my entire life. I'm far from an expert in any of this crap.
I mean, I'm not either, but I remember that being ridiculous.
Listen, Kingdom Hearts is way too anime for me, and anime was a mistake, and I think we can all agree on that.
You know what? You're right.
Here.
I mean, we can start off with whatever you want. I don't really care.
No, you decide. You decide. Quickly.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're already rolling. We're already going. So I guess, we'll get into it. I kind of want to touch on something that Warzone Citizen or Senior Citizen said. He apparently wants me to try a cool battle royale like Apex Legends. I'm saying no. If I'm trying to battle royale, it's got to be Forza Horizon 5.
I mean, as we all know, that's easily the greatest battle royale game of all time.
That's the only reason why you buy Forza Horizon. It's for the battle royale.
It's the greatest battle royale game, only behind Fallout 76.
Oh,
also the greatest battle royale.
That one's amazing.
Now that's legendary battle royale.
Have you tried that one? First one to get the power armor wins. That's the name of the game. It's
That
like that
sounds
one
like
map
fun.
with the rocket launcher in Halo Infinite. Just the first one to get the rocket launcher, you win.
First one to get the rocket launcher wins. Now, if that doesn't scream fair and balanced, I don't know what does.
Just like Fox News.
What's Fox News? Never heard of them.
I don't know, but my dog Colt owns it, apparently.
Wait, is it news about like actual foxes?
Yes.
Like
yes.
the animal?
Yeah.
I watch that. That sounds.
My
that
dog
sounds
Colt
like fun.
runs around because he looks like a fox, so he interacts with other foxes. And he's like, woof, woof, woof. And they're like,
Well, give us the Fox News. Give us an update.
So
on Colt.
apparently one of the foxes dug a hole into another fox's yard, and that fox got really pissed. And that's the latest news. That's the latest Fox News.
That's breaking news. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's a Fox breaking news.
So you're not gonna try Apex Legends then?
Maybe. I really do hate battle royales. I really do.
Are you just done with them entirely? Like you just don't want to have to deal with them anymore?
Here's the deal. I get a lot of people love battle royales, and I get a lot of people want me to try them, and I heard all about Apex Legends, and I've heard all that, but bail me out.
Hey man, I see where you're coming from, and I really like battle royales. I think they're a lot of fun. They're getting a little stale at this point, but bail me out.
Right. No, Chris, you make some great points. I mean, some amazing points. But look, I didn't pass the gulag, so bail me out.
Hey man, listen, how was your day today?
It was good. How was yours?
That's cool. Bail me out.
Yeah, so that's the main theme is bail me out. No, honest to God, the only way I would play Battle Royale is if someone invites me. But I refuse to play Fortnite. I do.
What do you have against Fortnite? Like, so hard. Like, listen, I don't think Fortnite's the best game ever, but I've had a lot of fun with Fortnite. Like, I had a lot of quality bonding time with my niece and nephews playing Fortnite. Like, what is it that you hate so much about it?
I just think it's a boring game. 2, I think
You're
it's just
boring.
a boring mechanic. But 3,
We just lost half our audience because you said Fortnite was boring, Mike. Thanks a lot.
You're
Jesus
right.
Christ, some people.
That's my bad. I was gonna say though 3 is I think it honestly might be the kind of cartoony graphics. I think I'm like
What do you have against cartoons? Do you hate Disney?
Yes, I
You
do.
hate Pixar?
I hate
What do you have
Pixar.
against Pixar? Wow, dude.
I hate all of it.
Wow, that's fucked up.
I hate all of it.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But
Cars 3,
you
hate it.
So just to be clear, you hate cartoony graphics.
I hate cartoons in general. And in fact, anime was a mistake.
Okay. What's your favorite Zelda game?
It's the not cartoon one. It's Ocarina of Time.
What's your second favorite Zelda game?
It's got to be Skyward Sword.
What's your third favorite Zelda game?
It's got to be Majora's Mask.
What's your fourth favorite Zelda game?
There is no other Zelda game.
So this little game called Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, it doesn't
Never heard
exist
of it.
anymore.
Never heard of it.
happened.
What are you talking
Okay,
about?
Just checking.
That never came out. A GameCube
Right.
doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
What is a GameCube?
What is an Wind
What is
Waker?
aimbot?
What is a Wind
So
Waker?
okay, so we
What are
determined
frogs?
that you hate cel shaded graphics, you hate cartoon graphics, and the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker doesn't exist. We've determined this.
I have to play my character right now. I'm sticking to my guns. Yes, I hate all of it.
No. There's no character. This is real life. This is 100% now.
Sidebar real quick. Can I sidebar?
Sure, sidebar.
Okay, I'm going to sidebar. I do love Wind Waker, of course. I do love, the Borderlands games. I do love those. I don't know what it is about Fortnite. I just, for some reason, I do not like it. I just don't.
But you haven't played it very often. You've maybe played like 2 or 3 games.
All right, Chris, I got a proposal.
All right, an indecent proposal.
You download Fallout 76 on your Xbox Series X.
We tried this already. Remember?
No, you tried it on your PC.
All right, fine. When I get my Seagate terabyte hard drive,
Yes.
I will download Fallout 76.
All right, and I will download Fortnite.
Okay, I think we have a deal.
Okay.
You've heard it here first. You heard it here first.
There.
You heard it here first.
There. We got it.
Fortnite first, Fallout 76, then Fortnite.
Got him.
Got him. Fucking got him.
Anyway, though, back from the sidebar. Yeah, I hate all cartoons. They all suck.
I agree. Anime was a mistake.
Anime was the biggest mistake of all time. Speaking of potential mistakes, the PS Vita. Chris, what is your update on that?
Well, here's the thing. The system itself is kind of nice. I really like it. The games in here flow smoothly. I love the touchscreen.
That looks so pretty.
It's very pretty, and I especially love the color that I got with it. I prefer this blue.
It's a
this
nice
is a
blue.
GameStop exclusive, by the way. This is hard to come by.
Ooh,
But I was
wow.
able to get it for $130, which is a great deal. What I was not told was how much of a pain in the ass it is to store games on it.
And why is
Because
that?
Sony made a very specific flash drive for the system that is only made for the PlayStation Vita. And what I mean by that is you can't get any other SD card on there. Like even the freaking Switch had a micro SD card slot in there
Yeah.
you can put games on.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, the PlayStation Vita has a very specific card that you have to go out of your way to get, and it costs a ridiculous amount of money because they stopped making them. So an 8 gigabyte card is like $30, which is insanely expensive for any amount of storage. And
What are the size of the games?
I just downloaded Resident Evil 2 for the system, like the original one. That's a gig. So if you want like PlayStation 1's classics, that's probably around what you're gonna need.
Right.
So, but because I have all my games on game cards, it's a lot less memory that it takes to download onto the system.
Oh, that's
so I don't
good.
need to worry too much about that.
Yeah.
But there is a solution where you can get a micro SD card into an adapter that you then put into your PS Vita. But the problem is it goes into the game card slot, not in the memory card slot. So I can't play physical games while it's in there. and I have a collection of physical games that I already purchased. So it's like, I'm super fucked. Like, I wish somebody told me about this beforehand. Not to mention the fact, the first time that I bought a card for the PlayStation Vita, a memory card, it was corrupted. I couldn't download a single game on there because the file was already corrupted. So I had to go back and buy another memory card from a different seller, which luckily has finally fucking worked. So now I can play Resident Evil 2 on my Vita,
Ooh,
which is
nice.
which is great and all. But I didn't want to go through that many fucking hoops just to play it.
That's too many cooks, man.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks. No, that's fucking ridiculous. I can't believe.
Also, there's another problem I had to deal with. It's that the store is the biggest fucking pain in the... Did I mention this last week? Did I mention this already?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, the store is the biggest fucking pain in the ass to deal with. If I want to put money onto the PlayStation Vita store, I have to go through my PS4 or PS5, put money into my PlayStation wallet, then run over back to my Vita and download the games from my PlayStation wallet because they won't accept currency from an actual credit card.
Yeah,
so
and
the runaround is insane.
That's insane and ridiculous. I mean, I guess maybe Sony's defense, they kind of did cut off the Vita from North America. They stopped it a long time ago.
But the store's still up there. I can still buy games on it. I just have to go through it in a very roundabout way.
Right, but as far as like the memory card stuff and all that, like they cut off the Vita a long time ago.
It's a sad day. It's a sad day. But I will say, despite all of that bullshit, the system is a lot of fun once you actually get it working.
Well, that's
and
good.
Once it decides not to fight you. Like, the controls are great. I just downloaded Retro City Rampage. Fantastic game. First time playing it. Loved every second of it. The two analog sticks are incredible. The buttons feel smooth. The top buttons feel smooth. The face buttons feel smooth. The touch screen is beautiful.
There's that back touch screen too.
I really wish they continued support for it.
Don't forget the back touch screen. Don't forget that.
The back touch screen I don't like. I don't like the back touch screen.
You don't like that? It was fun for some games.
Nah, it's okay. Like when I play Borderlands 2 on it, like the back touchscreen only works like some of the time. Like you use the back touchscreen to throw grenades, and it only works like half the time, and it's kind of frustrating.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't like the back touchscreen. Everything else about it works great though.
Oh, well, that's good. So if you were to compare this to the 3DS or the DS?
Well, I mean, I have to go with the 3DS as the winner because they have much more games and much better support.
Right, but as far as the hardware itself?
As far as the hardware itself, that's a hard one. You know what? I'd probably still go with the 3DS just because the variety of software is much broader.
Okay.
But in terms of quality of hardware, I might go with Vita.
Okay,
honestly.
interesting. Wii U versus Vita.
Oh, Vita.
Okay. The Switch versus the Vita.
Switch.
Okay.
Because I can't connect the Vita to the TV. I mean, I can, but I really don't feel like breaking up my PS3 in order to do it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Could you imagine though if the Vita was really successful and they like had it work with the PS4 and PS5?
Well, apparently there is a way to connect it to PS4. I just haven't tried. I don't feel a need to play Vita games on TV. I do feel a need to play Switch games on TV though, because some of those are made specifically for the TV, like Mario Odyssey.
I remember, I think it was even with the PSP, but you could take the games on your PS3 or PS4 and have it go to your PSP or Vita as well. Yeah. That was so much fun.
Yeah, you could do that. It was awesome.
That was so cool.
Sony was really ahead of the curve and all with all that stuff, and it was great.
It makes you wonder if Sony tried that today, like if it was a brand new idea and they tried it today. I think it would probably be more successful.
I think they would have a more successful time about trying to go about it. Honestly.
Yeah, I do too. But unfortunately, Sony was just too ahead of their time. Just like the Virtual Boy.
Too ahead of their time, and they gave up on it too soon.
They definitely gave on it too soon. I don't know why Sony does that for some of their stuff. And then other things they try and hold on to, like the PS3, the fat one.
Speaking of giving up on it too soon, I think it's time for a break.
All right. I would suggest you eat. I don't know what you should eat, but I would suggest you eat if you haven't eaten it.
Yeah, but eating's kind of overrated. Like, you know.
Is it though?
Yeah, because like, you know, in LA, everyone has these trendy diets, and the new trendy diet in LA is just don't eat, because apparently the Earth is overpopulated, and we need to like decrease the population. So people have been slowly killing themselves on this new don't eat diet, which is pretty trendy.
So
I'm
just
thinking about doing
anorexia.
that.
Anorexia, no matter what.
Anorexia until you cannot breathe anymore, I think is the is the new trend.
That makes no sense. Speaking of making no sense, though, our YouTube channel. No, Call of Duty.
It really doesn't make any sense. Dude, have you seen the videos we posted lately? Like, none of them make any sense.
We posted our review.
Which I was pretty proud of, by the way. I was pretty proud that we all pulled that off.
I am proud as well. I like how it's 3 different unique styles all in one video.
Yeah, that's cool. I was pretty happy with how it came out.
I still think your style is still my favorite. I think yours is always the most entertaining.
I'm not gonna lie, my style is my favorite too, but that's why I do it. I do that style.
I do like my style a lot. I like how Angelo was kind of like a Let's Play almost, you know?
Yeah, Angelo's a lot more laid back with his reviews, and I can appreciate that for what it is.
I did. I liked it a lot just because it was kind of like, oh, this is like a fun like Let's Play review, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, it's exactly. It's like it's a Let's review.
Yeah, let's review. That would be a fun little trendy thing to do.
I'm surprised that hasn't really taken off more. Let's review.
I'm surprised as well. Warzone Senior Citizen is in our chat, and that makes me think of something, and that is the latest Call of Duty.
Why? What makes you think of the latest Call of Duty? Have you heard any of the news of the latest Call of Duty?
Have you heard the news? Don't see a duel.
No one's gonna get that reference.
They're not, but we will, and that's all that matters. Have you heard the news? Don't play the new Call of Duty. You know what?
Seriously, don't.
I have not, just because, I'm not the biggest COD fan.
You're not the biggest first-person shooter fan.
I'm not. Although I'm becoming a lukewarm fan of Halo. I've actually played a couple competitive games by myself.
Yes.
I'm happy to admit that. I've done 3 or 4 competitive games by myself. It was pretty fun. I didn't do so well.
Were you inspired by Chad Johnson's MLG montage?
Oh my god, I'm always inspired by Chad Johnson. That MLG montage was amazing.
I don't know if anyone out there knows, but we have an Instagram. It's the Game Boys, TheGameboiz. And you should check out Chad Johnson's MLG montage. He's pretty good at Halo.
Wait, next thing you're going to tell me is that we have a Twitter.
No, we don't have a Twitter.
Okay.
No, we do.
Oh, what?
Or do we? It's actually Twitter.com, I think. I don't know. /user/TheGameboiz at Twitter.
Great.
I don't use Twitter. That's all you. I think Twitter is pure cancer. But that's just you. So Mike handles all our Twitter shit.
Right. And now the next thing you're going to tell me is we have a TikTok. Oh, look at this. Oh.
Mike, I hate to write this to you, but we do have a TikTok. We do indeed have a TikTok.
Are you serious?
You should, they should check out our most recent video. It's popping off, as the kids say.
They should. It is popping. It's really popping, as the kids say. Ooh, popping.
What's up, Pops?
What the fuck were we talking about before I segue to a promotion about us? I'm gonna clip that as a live promotion in between breaks.
Okay, fair enough. We were talking about Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. We were talking about COD.
Have you heard the news about Call of Duty? Don't see Vanguard.
Don't buy Vanguard. So what is the news? What's the news about Vanguard?
This is either good news or bad news, depending on how you look at it. But I see it as good news. Call of Duty Vanguard is the worst-selling Call of Duty game since Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Wow. When did that come out?
I'm not talking 2019 Modern Warfare. I'm talking the very first Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare that came out. And the only reason...
way back in 2005?
2007.
Oh, was that 2007? Why did I think it was 2005?
Yeah, something
My
like
bad.
that. But that game sold well, but it sold it oversold because Call of Duty 4 was brand new and no one had heard of this Modern Warfare thing.
Right.
That's when it really popped off. Vanguard is the lowest selling game since that game, and that's 14 years ago, and it's really bad. That's a real the game just went on sale just now.
It just came out and went on sale?
Yeah, you can get a Walmart and get a 50% discount on Call of Duty Vanguard. It's crazy.
Oh my Lord, that's insane.
They're desperately trying to get copies off the shelves.
That's insane. So hold on. Now, a couple things on this. One, I go back to, I don't know which podcast episodes or when we're talking about this, but I would say for the longest time, like, eventually Call of Duty is going to fall off. It's going to happen. Because, like I said last week, like we were talking about, Activision does this. They will find the trend and beat it to death.
But they've been beating it to death for the past 14 years, and after 14 years, it's finally tanked.
Yeah, it's finally tanked.
It's weird. It's weird how it took that long.
So, I guess my question is, one, is it just that bad of a game, or people are finally just over Call of Duty?
I want to say it's a combination of the two. Like, one, you cannot do yearly releases. You're gonna get people so jaded on it. It's like, why are you doing this to yourselves? Why are you doing this to us? Like, stop it, Activision. Just fucking please stop.
Although that's
Two,
better the alternative of delaying it for several decades, like, I don't know, GTA 6.
You know what? A good point. You know, I feel like there's a happy middle ground somewhere in there. Like, I think Doom is a perfect example of this.
Yeah.
It goes away just long enough for you to miss it, and you're like, oh, Doom's back. I can't wait to play the new version.
Or the gap between Halo 4 and Infinite.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that, like 9 years?
Yeah.
It took a pretty decent amount of time to
Yeah, it's a pretty decent amount of time. If only they made a 5, but whatever.
It's weird how nothing came in between that,
Yeah,
but whatever.
Nothing.
Yeah, Call of Duty Vanguard is just not a fun game. Like, it's the same old modes that you get from every other Call of Duty. It's nothing new. Honestly, the best mode that Vanguard has, it's this like 14 versus 14 player game on one very small map, and everyone it's pure chaos. But the only reason people love it is because it levels your guns up for Warzone.
Oh, okay.
All Vanguard has become is a Warzone gun upgrading simulator. And it's like, hilarious. That's fine and all, but I don't want to play Call of Duty just so I can play Vanguard later.
Yeah,
Warzone. I don't want to play Vanguard just so I can play Warzone later.
Hey, don't insult the Warzone senior citizens, okay? They are old, they're senile, and they love their Warzone, all right?
But they are stars. They are stars at Warzone.
They are stars. They're just old stars.
I think I want to give a shout out right now to Warzone senior citizen. Check out his Instagram, Warzone clips. Really good clips on there. Some really top-notch gameplay. You might learn a thing or two by watching Warzone clips.
You know, I probably would, and as someone who sucks at FPSs, I should probably study under.
Yeah, you really should. You have to.
Senior
Mike,
citizen.
I mean, Jesus Christ, Mike, what level are you in Halo Infinite?
I don't know, like 8, 9.
No, not. I mean, like, what rank are you?
I don't know. Oh, no, I'm not going there.
Yeah, you shouldn't go there. You probably shouldn't say that publicly.
I'm not going there.
That's embarrassing.
However, though, I would be interested to see if Warzone Senior Citizen has any philosophy quotes on his Instagram.
Warzone Senior Citizen, if you're out there, please drop us some philosophical knowledge.
Yeah. Like,
what is it that you do on Thursdays, but you do on Thursdays that you do on Wednesdays, but you're still gay?
That's true. And, straight to stats. Plus, 30-year-old Warzone players are underrated. They're extremely underrated. As a 28-year-old, I can agree.
He's saying Warzone players that are 30 years or over are underrated. He's not saying, in addition to what Warzone Senior Citizen just said, he's saying Warzone players that are over 30 years are underrated. And I agree. So I feel like some of the best Warzone players are over 30 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 28, so I can't say. I can't.
Well, I am unfortunately I'm too old for this shit, and I'm over the hill, and I just want to die.
Hey, man.
That has nothing to do with anything. I just want to go off on that tangent.
I'll be 29 in a month, so.
Oh, Mike, just wait till you turn 30. Just wait till you turn 30.
All downhill or all uphill? Which one is it?
Nothing good happens after you turn 30. Literally nothing.
That's depressing.
You might as well. Yeah, it's all downhill from there.
Well, fuck. Thinking of ordering for food because you said you haven't eaten all that.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking of McDonald's. Honestly, I haven't had the McRib in a while.
Ooh, Mickey
I'm thinking about.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going for that McRib.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the McRib is back.
So,
I kind of want the McRib.
Why do they only bring that around for holidays? That's kind of weird.
Because I would never order it all the time. I would only order that like maybe once every couple of months.
I guess that makes sense.
That's not something I would order on the main menu.
I guess that makes sense. But why do you always get excited when the McRib is back if you would only realistically order it maybe 3 times a year?
Because it's an annual treat, and it always comes around Christmas time. So it's like my Christmas meal that I get once a year.
Interesting. So very similar to how, I don't know, Pokemon comes around like once a year.
Yeah. Speaking of annual releases, I think Nintendo needs to fucking stop.
Yeah, that's a trend they have, although not for all their games. I mean, I know they take a giant break between their Mario games.
Sorry, Straight to Sax in the chat said the McRib is real hood. And I didn't realize that the McRib was that hood. But I learned something new today.
Dude, Certified Hood Classic is the McRib. Come on now.
The McRib is a Certified Hood Classic.
You can't insult the McRib. What are you doing?
Anyway, sorry. Pocket Monsters. I didn't mean to.
That's the real OG. Oh, no, yeah. I mean, Pocket Monsters seems to come out once every year. But I was saying for some of the Nintendo franchises, they take their time. Kirby doesn't come out every year. Mario doesn't come out every year.
Metroid definitely does not come out every year. Zelda definitely does not come out every year.
No. But it seems to be Pokemon or Pocket Monsters is the only one that will consistently come out every year. But that's Game Freak. That's not Nintendo proper.
Yeah, but it's like they're a first-party developer. Nintendo tells them what to do, and they do it.
I know. No, I know. I'm just saying, technically, it's not actually Nintendo.
Don't give them excuses, Mike. Don't give them a way out of this.
You know what? I won't. I won't give them a way out of this.
Do you think Mario would be as popular as he is if he did a yearly release? Or is Pokemon just like... It's so addicting, people don't give a shit.
I would argue isn't technically Pokemon more higher selling than any other Nintendo property?
Yeah, that's because they have annual releases.
Yeah, so it works, man. They took Activision's model and said, "Hey, how can we do this better?" And they did it.
And Nintendo
for 20 years.
Nintendo doesn't get any shit for it, like unlike Activision.
No, they don't.
It's ridiculous.
Because you know why? You know why, Chris? Because there are simps like me who, no matter what, will buy the fucking Pokemon games every goddamn fucking year because we live off of it. That's our heroin. If we go without our heroin and our crack, we're dead. I mean, literally, we are dead.
You're the reason why Pokemon refuses to innovate. It's literally all because of you.
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I read an article the other week where Game Freak in the interview said, "Yeah, we know a lot of fans are giving us slack. We know that, we're trying our best to keep our older fans happy while also knowing, hey, there's a bunch of 8, 9, 7-year-olds who are playing this game for the first time." So they understand that, and they're like, what can we do to innovate? And they're like, okay, that's where we tried Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but no one liked that. And then that's where we were like, okay, well, let's try the new open world ground thing.
Arceus I am pretty excited for.
Yeah, so I was going to say, their next innovation was trying to do the open ground like they did on Sword and Shield, the open fields or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then for Arceus, they're like, okay, this is going to be us trying to really try something new and different.
Yes.
Like truly something new and different.
It only took them like 8 years. But
it did.
I'm finally glad to see them trying something new.
Yeah, but...
And I was really happy with Pokemon Snap. I was very happy they made a new Pokemon Snap.
But I guess from their perspective, that is a hard situation to be in where how do you satisfy the 6-year-old playing the game for the first time and the 34-year-old playing it for the first time? Like, how do you do that?
How about the 34-year-olds just don't buy it and let the 6-year-olds play it?
Right, but I guess that's where, to me, it came to the point where I kind of stopped caring about the actual... This is going to sound really bad. The gameplay itself, I'm like, oh, let's just try the new Pokemon and see what they're like, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. You know what it's going to be like. You know exactly. This is a remake of a game you already played.
No. For Diamond Pearl, that's not what I'm talking about. But like when XY came out, Sun, Moon, Sword, Shield, I'm like, okay, like
you also know how they're gonna play. You're gonna go face a gym leader. It's gonna be super easy. They're not gonna provide any sort of challenge up until the very end, and even the very end, you're gonna blow through them like it's nothing.
No.
And then the story's gonna make no sense. You're gonna be the chosen one or some shit.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have a Deus Ex Machina come and save the day at the last second, and you are literally a god.
Yes.
That's how every game plays out.
Yeah.
Why would you expect it's gonna be any different?
Because I can be a god in Pokemon. Who doesn't want to be that, man? If I can't be a god in real life, I might as well be one in Pokemon.
I mean, I could be a god in Halo, but I'm not. Chad Johnson is the god in
That's
Halo.
true. That's true.
I leave it up to him. I know my place, all right? That's all I'm going to say about that.
I think it would be really fun if we started a new podcast where it's Alex not Alex, Adam Johns
Adam Johns. No, get
and
his name
Chad
right.
Johnson together.
Oh, that would be a good podcast.
I feel like that'd be a fun podcast.
That would be
I feel like it'd be a
fun one.
short podcast knowing those two, but I feel like it'd be a fun podcast.
No, I feel like they can make it if we like encourage them hard enough. We can make it like last like a half hour. I think we can make it work.
You know what? Maybe we maybe could.
One thing. Straight to Sax says we need a new Red Faction. I agree. Alex,
Yeah.
have you ever played Red Faction?
I want to say I barely briefly played it. I do not remember too much about it.
It was a really good first-person shooter. Red Faction was great. It was one of the first games to have like fully destructible environments.
That's right. Okay, that's where I know it from. Yeah.
And then they made a sequel, which was really good. And then they stopped, and then they made a third-person Red Faction game. It was like Red Faction Guerrilla Warfare or something. That was horrible.
That's
and
weird.
then after that game, they stopped making Red Faction games. They need to bring back Red Faction. That game was great.
They do. I agree with
They
you.
also need to bring back Time Splitters. They also need to bring back Conquer. There's so many dead franchises that need to make a comeback. Like Samus.
Yeah. Hopefully they
Make a
bring some of them
comeback.
back. I know
Star Fox definitely needs to come back. Please let make a new Star Fox game.
F-Zero needs to come back.
F-Zero definitely needs to come
F-Zero
back.
definitely needs to come back.
Ice Climbers needs to come back.
Ice Climbers.
Ice Climbers.
Ooh,
Metal Gear Solid
Starbound.
needs to come back.
Starbound would be a fun
Starbound.
game to come back.
What's
that
that
NES?
Starbound?
Wasn't that NES?
No, Earthbound. That's
Earthbound. Sorry, Starbound. Earthbound.
Starbound. You fucking
My bad.
pleb. You fucking pleb.
I think all those would be fun to kind of come back.
I mean, maybe we should say that for another podcast. Like,
No,
dead
we
games that
will.
need to make
I mean, we'll
comeback.
definitely save for another podcast. But anyway, what I was saying with Pocket Monsters is I'm excited for Legend of Arceus just because that does seem like it'll be something very new and original.
Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Arceus or Arceus?
It's Arceus.
Okay. Good.
Also,
I
something
was not-
you mentioned about being a god in Pokemon and stuff reminds me of something I read on Reddit fairly recently. It was posted maybe a year or two ago, but someone was like, how funny would it be if one of the Pokemon games, just after you beat the Elite Four and the champion, you're just randomly walking around and they program one trainer to come at you randomly at any point in time. It's like a super boss, like a lot of RPGs have, an ultimate boss. And he comes in with all level 100 Pokemon, all tricked out IVs with the perfect natures, perfect moves and everything, and you just have to face him. And they're like, and people are like, you know what, that'd be kind of fun. Like the idea of like a giant super hyper boss like some RPGs have, you know, like that'd be kind of interesting.
That would be cool, except it's too innovative. They wouldn't do it.
That's true. And it'd be nonsensical.
It's too new, too refreshing, too cool. They wouldn't
Yeah,
go for
be
it.
nonsensical.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nonsensical.
Nonsensical.
But anyway, yeah, so that's something I want to touch on real quick, just because I thought it was really funny.
I agree. That is funny.
Yeah. And other than that, Chris, we got 2 minutes. So if there's anything you want to talk about for about 2 minutes, what do you want to spew about?
I can't think of anything. Oh, I'm getting a new. I'm hopefully going to get a new PC built after
Nice.
Christmas.
Are
Because-
you going to build it yourself, or are you going to go through a company that makes custom PCs?
No, I want to build it myself.
Okay.
Like I'm watching a lot of Linus Tech Tip videos. I feel like I'm smart now.
Did you see his latest
I've been
one?
watching Linus Tech Tips.
I only saw
So,
the title, but it said Linus Tech Tips is going to change.
Yeah, apparently he's making like a new warehouse where he's going to do like a lot more tech journalism and stuff.
Interesting. So he's going to try and be like Engadget and all them.
Yeah, kind of. That was the idea.
All right. Or I guess MKBHD. Have you watched him?
No.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not a pleb. All right, I only watch the true legend of hardware videos, which is Linus Tech Tips.
Linus Tech Tips. Oh yeah. What's that other channel he works for?
I don't know.
Okay, I could have sworn there was another
He
channel.
works for himself. He works for himself. He is Linus.
I know
and
there's
he does
another
the tech
channel though.
tips.
I've seen him pop up on. Whatever. Well, that's fine. I built Broski helped me build that one PC I had in college.
That you had to throw out there for reasons that we cannot disclose on the podcast.
Yeah. But that was really nice and fun. But I will say, I'm very tempted whenever I have a career that'll allow me to do this, just for the fun of it. I want to go to like those gaming custom PC websites where you can just deck it out, tell them all the specs you want, and just drop like 10 grand and be like, fuck it, make it for me. I want to see what this shit looks like.
Yeah, but it's not fun if you don't do it yourself.
No. I want to do it just because it's a fucking status symbol. And they'll be like, Mike, you're at that time, it'll be like, Mike, you're a fucking lawyer. What do you use it for? Fucking nothing. It's for display.
I just have it in my room to look at.
No,
Use it for jack
legit.
shit.
It would be like, this is how much fucking money I make. So when you come into my house, if you're a gamer or you're a nerd, a tech nerd, you will
If you're a
fucking know.
gamer or you're
You
a
will
nerd.
fucking know that was 15 grand, and you'll be like, oh shit, I'm not gonna mess with this motherfucker.
Wow, Mike, it sounds like you have a big dick.
No, I have a little one. I'm trying to compensate for it. Don't you know? Come on.
I'm sorry, I forgot sometimes.
Oh.